Hello everybody, this is Tim from Boatshed Brokers and I'm going to welcome you on board this Princess 33 for a look around her cockpit and her interior. So let's take a look, shall we? So before I actually climb inside, you can see if I just crouch on the port side deck, you can see what a lovely, great big size cockpit this is. I'll just zoom out a little bit, there we are. So down to our left here we have the gas locker, we've got lovely nice sliding French windows, so really easy to get through. No great big lip, there is a little bit of a lip but shouldn't represent much of a problem to most people. Just carrying on round, you can see we have the companionway up to the flybridge, quite a steep companionway, so you need to keep your hands on there. We've got the shore supply incomer here, and just going around we can see the cockpit tent that covers the whole of the cockpit. You can see probably a benefit from a laundry, I think, maybe one or two minor repairs here and there, but it's nice and dry inside there, aside from the rain today, which is great. We have a fridge perched on the starboard side and a bench seat along the after bulkhead. Now I'm just going to hop in, which is really nice and easy, and I'll show you why, because if we turn around you can see we've got really nice open apertures in the cockpit tent, and also we have one at the stern here, so this all zips up out of the way. When it's down you can see we've got lovely great big windows, so great views and good for looking out at sea. And on the stern you can see here we've got two davits with a dinghy nestling in there as well. Absolutely lovely. Now it was nice and easy to climb in because we've got a very low lip here just past the deck. We've got handles here, we've got a handle here, so good and easy for those who perhaps don't find it so easy to get about. I mentioned that the gas locker here, we have another step here, so this boat's really well catered for helping you get around the unusual contours of a boat nice and easily. A couple of cockpit lockers here, we've got the bilge pump operating position there, and I mentioned the bench seat along the after bulkhead there, and just looking down in the deck, I won't lift it up now, but we have a lovely great big stowage down there. We have access to all sorts of bits and pieces, not least I think it's the water tank that runs the thwartships. Loads of space underneath there for all your bits and pieces as well. Very nice. So good place for entertaining, good place for sitting in the sun. And if we in fact, let's take you up there now quickly. So let's see if I can clamber up single-handedly up through to the flybridge. There we go, not too bad at all access wise. Once we get up here there's plenty to hold on to. We've got guardrails all the way around, which is great. Now looking at the space, there are no seats up here, so I do excuse the wind, by the way. It is a very windy day in Brighton. If we look around the flybridge we can see that we don't have fixed seating. I think there may have been some in the past that has disappeared, but the current owners look like they've opted for portable seating, which is great because that means you can put it where you like. If we just track our way around, you can see that we've got the dashboard there, we've got wheel steering up here with a plethora of instruments underneath. So we've got engine controls, bow up, bow down, we've got the echo sounder, and we've got the port engine controls under there as well. So everything there that hopefully you will need to navigate safely, especially when you're coming alongside. We've got the throttles here. I'd say they need attention, but would you agree? I hope so. And if we look over the screen we can see we've got a nice windbreak here, and we've got a really great view of the bow down here, so we can see the sharp end when we're coming in. We've got the searchlight, we've got the horn, we've got the coach roof here, and the foredeck there with the electric windlass installed as well. And if I just look round, imagine we're steering, I'll stand where the helm might be sitting. We can see behind us we've got the companionway where we just came up, bit of attention needed there, and we can see the back end, or the top of the spray hood there, the cockpit tent, and the davits over there. So we've got a really good feeling as to where all three corners of this boat might reside, which is going to really help us when we're coming alongside. We have a radar arch fitted above, you can see the radar nestled onto it there, one or two antennae, and of course the masthead light up there, so all good. Could be a really nice place to relax, certainly a great place to steer from and understand how you're progressing, where you're going, etc. Just needs a bit of a tidy up. So let's go down. I will go backwards first, although my navy background always tries to make me go forwards, but it is quite steep, so we need to be a little bit careful. So there we go, back into the cockpit, and we'll look forward. So here we've got the French windows, very nice and easy to open. That's actually really lovely. And so really easy to close, really easy to open, and easy to hop into the saloon from the cockpit. Very nice feeling saloon. If we just take a look around, we'll start to starboard. You can see where I've left the heating unit on the sofa, so I'll take that off. There we go, nice long sofa there, and round here I believe this part's infill, so this should give you a nice double as well. And you can just see that it's a nice place to sit. If we look up, you can see we've got the classic kind of 80s vinyl around here, so looking good. doesn't really look like it needs a clean, but it's got that kind of feeling, that kind of vintage feeling. Now the windows, lovely, great big tall windows all the way around, especially at the front, so you can see that we've got a great view out of the boat, whether we're steering or helming, or whether we're just sitting here lording it over the neighbours in the lower boat next door. But either way, lots of light coming in, feels nice and light and airy in here. And it's got that kind of a contemporary vintage feel, mainly because of the I think this is a very new carpet in here, and we've got the covers for the seats as well. It does feel nice in here. It smells good too. Looking forward, we can see we've got the helm position. Now this seat here does lift forwards, and that slides down. This all lifts forwards to give you access to another athwartship's bench seat there. So seating for one more person, or leg space for two people there, which is great. So I'll just fold that back down. Very nice and easy, very nice and quick into position. We got the helm seat, so we've got room for two there in comfort, and once you're sat up there, you've got a great view forwards, sideways, backwards, etc. And as you can see, on the helm console, we've got the wheel, so we can steer down here or upstairs on the flying bridge. We have the throttles to starboard. We've got the port and starboard engine controls, speed, all sorts of other bits and pieces. Bow control, we've got the electrics panel here, tank contents, radio at the back, GPS, etc., radar, etc. Probably would do with updating, but hopefully they work. And yeah, generally a nice comprehensive machinery stroke ship stroke boat monitoring position for the helm. And next to that, if you still need it, because lots of people don't these days, we've got the navigation station, so you can get your paper chart out on there and generally make sure you know exactly where you are, which is great when you're at sea. So another view through the windscreen there, really raked back but really big. We've got a clock and barometer up there, TV here. We've got 3 TVs on this boat at the moment. Nice drinks cabinet in here, so the top opens up and we've got lots of places for bottles to drop into. And round to the port aft corner of the saloon, I'll just move this mirror out of the way that I've left whilst I was photographing the engine compartment. And the engine compartment is below us. I can't show you it at the moment because it's under this carpet, which it's fitted and it's whipped. It's very, very well whipped along the edges, so it fits the compartment beautifully, but obviously it needs to be rolled back to allow access to the engine room beneath. So if we roll it all back, we've got I think 6 or 8 pieces of deck which just lift up, giving you really good access to the engines underneath there. No worries. So if I just take you down and take a look at the forward saloon, nestling under the starboard side there, and on the port side we've got the galley here. So let's take a walk down. So we've got 1, 2, 3 steps down, and I really love it when they do this sort of thing. We've got the cunningly disguised cupboard underneath here, which I can't lift with one hand, but there we go. There's room under there for all sorts of bits and pieces, which is lovely, but we have to make sure it's locked closed when we come down. And on the starboard side we've got lovely big saloon down here, seating for 3 or 4 people, I should think. Table drops down, looks like it probably makes into a double, looks very nice and comfortable. And we've got the wood, we've got the vinyl, we've got the TV, we've got the shelving, we've got cupboards on the outboard side. Looks like a nice place for wining, dining, entertaining, and just having a really nice time. We've got windows along the starboard side and the port side with blinds on as well. And if we just look up into the saloon, we can see we have blinds all the way around there as well, but not at the front, so not complete privacy, but we do at the French windows there. So pretty good privacy if that's what you want in the marina. So carrying on around the compartment, you can see that goes through to the forward cabin where we're going in one moment, but we'll just move over to the port side of the compartment, and you can see we have got the galley here. Really nice size actually. As we come down the companionway, which is very easy to get down, on the left hand side here we've got the galley, we've got the fridge and the freezer here, bit of stowage here, nice bit of work surface, the sink in the corner, and the cooker nestling underneath here. Plenty of stowage behind these sliding doors. There we go. And generally speaking, a nice linear galley, well positioned for passing your cups of tea, your dinner, etc. to the saloon table here, but also well suited to passing things up to the helm, who's going to be sitting there, or out into the saloon to keep those people happy whilst they're all watching you doing the galley work. So let's move forwards from this compartment, and we'll just open this door here and we'll look at the heads. So there we go, we've got one head on this boat. Looks electric to me, and it looks like we have a holding tank fitted as well. Nice size compartment. The headroom down here is well over 6 feet, so I'm not struggling at all because I'm only 5'9", but a decent sized compartment. compartment, full headroom down here for an average kind of person. And we've got a shower compartment here, a shower head here with a nice sink, bit of work surface here, stowage behind, and more shelves as well. So plenty of room for the average family in there, I'm absolutely sure. Lovely. Let's close the door on that then, and we'll just move forwards into the forward galley. Now somebody's been using, the forward cabin, somebody's been using this recently, but we can see we've got a hatch in the deck head. We've got it looks like nice upholstery actually on the deck head there. Plenty of room in here. We've got two large singles at the moment. We have an infill there, so that will make one massive great big double. We have a TV there too, so that's the third telly on this boat. And when the doors close, that's with the infill out, there's going to be plenty of room here to get changed, but with the infill in and the door closed, there's probably a little bit of room there to get changed in privacy too. We have stowage on the outboard side, port and starboard, so we have a shelf with a fiddle above. Stowage is on the underneath that, and either side we've got a nice sized hanging locker as well for all your large or your longer items. Very nice. And it looks like we've had this carpeted here very recently too, so absolutely love it. So we'll finish off the tour by going back up to the saloon and saying thank you for watching this tour of the interior of this Princess 33 with Tim from Boatshed Brokers. It's been lovely having you along. Do take time to go and look at the rest of the advert. You'll find lots of other videos, pictures, and some virtual reality footage too. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day. Take care.